What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Over the last week or so, I've been doing some reflection about the state of Call of Duty's multiplayer. And honestly, sorry guys, I gotta be honest here, it's pretty bleak. It looks pretty bad. At least for a veteran player like myself, where I value quality of a game over anything else. And with releases like Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War, I look at these and say these are pretty low quality games. Now, this isn't to discount any effort that developers put into the game. It is to discount, however, the efforts that the publisher Activision puts into the game. Because Activision doesn't care about the quality of Call of Duty. Because as long as it makes in that sweet, sweet revenue, which Modern Warfare 2019 did, and look how bad that game was received by the community, made more money than any Call of Duty before it. Sold more copies than any Call of Duty before it. Clearly, it's working, even though the community hated Modern Warfare 2019. Even though people bashed it and gave up on it in like November, like myself. I played it for a week and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. This game is awful. This game's terrible. I don't know why people play it. And I still, to this day, don't know why people play Modern Warfare. You had Scump say it in a video that Modern Warfare was the worst Call of Duty game. Well, he was playing it professionally. Like, if that's not hilarious, I don't know what is, because to me, I have to laugh at things like that. I do. I'm sorry. That's funny. Funny when the most prolific pro in Call of Duty history, arguably, says that the game that he's currently playing is the worst Call of Duty game ever. That's funny. Because honestly, I don't know if Black Ops Cold War is much better. Like, it has the potential to be a better game, but I don't think that Activision, or Treyarch for that matter, is going to care to do it, because Activision's going to tell them not to. Because what they care about is making that sweet, sweet money. And skill-based matchmaking, the way that they have it implemented into the game, is going to make them more money this way. It's going to make them more revenue than making the lobbies fair and balanced. It's the way that they have the season system set up to rip content from the initial release to just give us it over a 12-month period so they don't actually have to work harder for it, is going to make them more money in the long run, because we're going to spend money on these season pass grinds. Why? I don't know. I don't do it. That's why Activision doesn't care about me. I don't spend extra money on a game I already paid an initial investment on. I've never enjoyed that. Sure, I've bought a map pack here or there, but other than that, no. Activision, you're not getting me on season passes. I don't see the point in buying them. I don't need extra cosmetic stuff. I don't. Just allow me to have the same chance to earn the same guns everyone else has, and I'm happy. I don't care about cosmetics. I know I'm in the minority with that. But honestly, we continue to reward these terrible tactics for mediocre games because reasons. Until we actually use our wallets to say, hey, we're not going to be buying season passes, we're not going to be buying cosmetic items, Activision's not going to have any interest in making these games better. And honestly, that's where we're at with Call of Duty. These games are going to continue to be subpar like this. They're going to continue to launch with less and less content. They're going to continue to launch more and more unfinished, unpolished. I tried to say polished and finished at the same time, so it was like unpolished. No, they're going to continue to be launched more unpolished and more unfinished, just like what we see here in Cold War, where there's glitches and problems and bugs galore, man. Like, it's shutting off Xboxes. It's creating blurry games. I released a video about that earlier this week, talking about I played a game where I literally couldn't see properly because, all of a sudden my game just decides to go blurry. Isn't that hilarious? You can't join people in parties. Like, this shouldn't be hard, man. You guys have been making these games for 13 years, but they do not care about making a good game anymore. It's all about the revenue. It's all about how much money can we make? How much can we milk these people for? And I'm not the person they're trying to milk anymore. They've milked me for as much money as they're going to get, at least microtransaction-wise. And I don't know if I'll buy another Call of Duty again after this one, because it's a disaster, man. I don't know if I can mentally handle another terrible launch like what I've done here with Cold War, what I've weathered with this. Because it's the most frustrating Call of Duty I've ever played. And I'm not... Sorry, I get frustrated enough at work. I don't need to come home and get more frustrated. I don't need to come home and not be able to decompress. I literally go to bed at night just being like, why did I even play Call of Duty for the last hour and a half? There's no point, man. I just get more frustrated. But that's because skill-based matchmaking. Don't you know, though? If you were a worse player, you get better lobbies, but you really wouldn't because you don't spend money on the game. So we're going to continue to prop you up against these other players who think it's an MLG event, but it really isn't. They're going to get no money from it, but they're going to give us all their hard-earned money so that they can continue to play the game that we decided to keep from them by not releasing it fully at launch, because we're going to hide content and slowly release it over time. And honestly, how can you blame a developer like Treyarch who looks at it and they say, well, our paychecks are still getting signed, and look at that, we're getting bonuses that are in the millions, and look at that, we have food on the table for our families. Maybe we don't need to make good games. And I get it, it's a passion for people, but sometimes you have to put needs above passion. And for a developer like Treyarch or even a publisher like Activision, they look at it and they say, well, the money keeps rolling in. Why does it need to be its best? Why do we need to flock to make the game better when we're making all this money right away? Like, I won't be surprised if April this year comes out and it's like Black Ops Cold War has sold more copies than any other Call of Duty in history, has made more revenue off of microtransactions than any other game in history, and so on and so forth. Even if it's an incomplete game, even if it's a bad game, they don't care. They see the money. And until we do something about that, until we start saying that we're not going to be buying season passes, until we start saying that, hey, we're not going to be buying this game at launch, it's never going to change. And unfortunately, it's never going to change because I don't see people not buying Call of Duty. I don't see people not buying season passes. It's just not going to happen. So that incentive there to make the game better is just, it's gone. It's gone. They're going to continue to release as bad of a game as possible. They're going to rush the development cycle as much as possible to increase their profit as much as possible. So I'm at a loss here. I think my favorite franchise, the franchise that I would come home after a tough exam to just decompress on, it is gone. Because I couldn't imagine writing an exam and then coming home to play Call of Duty. I think I would be more stressed out playing Call of Duty than I would have been writing that exam or studying for it. Like, it used to be a decompressing thing. It used to be something I would pop in Black Ops 2, play 4 or 5 matches, go to bed, be like, yeah, that was a fun night, study for 2.5 hours about finance, and then cool. And then I played some Black Ops Cold War, got a few good games, played okay, whatever, had fun, go to bed. It was casual, it was enjoyable. Call of Duty isn't enjoyable anymore, but oh boy, does it make that money. So I can only hit the, beat the dead horse about Activision prioritizing their money for so long. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, can you please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.